Most people had absolutely no idea this was coming. But Google just changed something that has looked almost the same for 25 years, and honestly, this could completely change the internet forever. We're talking about the Google search box. Yeah, that simple thing billions of people use every single day. But now, Google is turning it into something that looks way more like ChatGPT than the Google most of us grew up with. And not everyone is happy about it. In fact, some experts are already warning this could be the beginning of what they're calling Google Zero. A future where websites stop getting traffic altogether. And trust me, if that happens, it changes everything. Hey everyone, welcome back to Unix Media. I'm Host. And today we're breaking down what might actually be the biggest Google update in decades. Because at first glance, this sounds cool, right? Better answers, smarter search, faster results. But once you see what's actually changing behind the scenes, things get kinda wild. So here's what happened. At Google I/O 2026, Google officially revealed a massive overhaul to search in the United States. And for the first time since the late 1990s, the classic thin Google search bar is getting redesigned. Instead of that small simple search box we all know, users are now seeing a much larger, expandable, interactive AI-powered experience. But the design change is honestly the least interesting part. The real story is what happens after you search. For decades, Google worked in a pretty simple way. You type something like World Cup teams, and Google gives you a list of blue links. You click a website, maybe ESPN, maybe Wikipedia, maybe a news outlet, and that website gets traffic. Now, Google wants to skip that whole process. Instead of showing links first, the new search experience gives you AI-generated answers instantly, in a chatbot-style conversation powered by Google's new Gemini 3 Flash model. That means users can ask long questions, upload photos, upload videos, ask follow-up questions, and even let AI agents complete tasks for them. For example, instead of searching World Cup, people might now ask something like, who are the top 24 World Cup teams and what are USA's chances this year? And instead of clicking 5 websites, Google's AI just explains everything right there on screen. And this is exactly why publishers are nervous. Because think about it, if Google answers everything directly, why would users ever click outside websites? This is where things start getting serious. Major news companies are already seeing warning signs. Reports suggest some publishers have experienced huge traffic declines as AI answers become more common. Even massive brands like major newspapers are watching referral traffic shrink. And for websites that survive on ad revenue, less traffic means less money. No kidding, entire industries depend on Google clicks. Now imagine you run a news site, blog, recipe website, sports page, or tech publication. If Google keeps users inside Google instead of sending them to your site, what happens to your business? That's why some people online are calling this the biggest threat to the open web we've ever seen. But here's where things get weird. Google says the AI is getting smarter than ever. According to company claims, these AI overviews are now around 91% accurate, which sounds impressive. But if you've followed AI for even a little while, you already know there's a catch. Because AI still messes up. And some mistakes have become internet famous. One example that exploded online involved an AI suggestion telling users to use glue to stop cheese from sliding off pizza. Yeah, actual glue. Sounds ridiculous, right? And that's exactly why critics say we still can't fully trust AI-generated answers for everything. Because when AI gets things wrong, it can get them really wrong. Now imagine medical advice, financial searches, legal questions, or breaking news. One bad answer could create serious problems. And honestly, this is the biggest question nobody seems to fully agree on right now. Are we entering a smarter internet? Or a more dangerous one? Because on one hand, this update could make searching way faster. You won't need to jump through 10 websites anymore. You'll get instant answers, personalized results, and deeper context in seconds. But on the other hand, what happens if the websites creating original information disappear? Think about it for a second. If publishers stop making money because traffic disappears, who keeps creating the content AI depends on in the first place? That's the scary paradox people are talking about. And this is exactly why the phrase Google Zero is suddenly trending among tech experts. The fear that someday Google sends almost zero traffic to outside websites because AI does everything itself. Now, to be fair, some people actually love this update. A lot of users are saying search feels smarter, easier, and way more useful. Especially younger audiences who already prefer conversational apps over traditional search engines. But for journalists, creators, SEO businesses, and publishers, this announcement feels less like innovation and more like survival mode. So now the big question is this: did Google just improve search, or accidentally start replacing the internet that made Google powerful in the first place? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is just getting started. Would you rather click real websites or get instant AI answers directly from Google? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because the future of tech is changing fast. And we'll be covering every major update right here on Unix Media.